Okay, guys, so I'm out in the garage today. I kind of made a promise to myself that if I buy a lot of stuff from Amazon, and a lot of those stuff is tools for my shop, which I'm upgrading. A lot of stuff in the shop. So I kind of promised myself that if I found any extraordinary products, uh, I'm on a budget. So for you guys out there that are on a budget or even hobbyists and stuff, when I find these machines and tools that are just outrageously good for the price, I'm gonna try to make a video of it. So this is my first, and we're here on this video for this. This is the Art Captain Cut-50 plasma cutter. I believe when I bought this machine, I got it on sale for, I think it was $169, but it was one of those limited time flash deal, whatever. This was a machine that I'd wanted for a while in the shop, but the prices locally were over $1,000. So kind of didn't get that for a while. I came across this. For the money, I expected it to be crap. Let's be honest, I expected it to be crap. It's not. It is actually surprisingly good. So this little machine, I'll turn it on for you here. One of the most selling points of this was that it was dual voltage. It was 110 or 220. And there's going to be a fan kicker in a second that might mess with my audio. But it'll go off here in a second. So as you can see, it's sitting at 30 amps. I don't know if you can actually see that from there. I may have to get a close up of it. But that's what it'll do on 110. Or at least on the setups that I have in my shop. At 110, it will do 30 amps. Sometimes it will, yeah. Today it's being nice, and it'll go to 35 amps. But apparently this thing has a safety feature that limits the amount of current that it's pulling out of a 110. That's great. Didn't expect that out of a machine at this size and this cost. So that is absolutely phenomenal. This thing cuts. It cuts like a $2,000 machine. Art Captain, I believe, says that this will cut a ½ inch steel. And from what I've cut with 110, I don't think it would have any problem with cutting ½ inch steel at all. So what we've got is, I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything about this machine. I've got a plate that I'm making for actually this welding cart that you're seeing here that it's setting on. And I need to cut out for some tanks. So I'm going to reposition the camera, get my PPE gear on, and we're going to cut one of the circles for the tanks while the camera's filming it. And we'll let you, decide on whether you like this or not. Okay, guys, so I've got this set up. You can't see it, but there's a ground here. And this is the gun that comes with the Cut-50. This comes with it. I didn't buy this. It just came with it, and it's got a safety feature right here where you have to do this. So that's nice too. The consumables are sold on Amazon for pretty cheap. I think I got a 60-piece thing for like $20. So it's cheap. Don't need it, to break the bank with your consumables. So what we're going to do is, I've got 2 circles marked for the tanks to set on, and we're going to cut this one. This one's for the little settling bottom. So we're going to cut it, and this is just over an inch, I think an 1/8 inch steel. So for this machine, it's nothing. It's like cutting through air at 30 amps. So let's get started on that. That's it, guys. It does have that feature where it blows the air a little bit after you're done. And as you can see, it cuts pretty clean. I did mess up there. That's my fault. That's not the machine. But it cuts clean, and it doesn't leave a whole lot of slag behind. Even, you know, this. Even the bottom side of it, it's not that bad. You're going to hit it with a grinder anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, there we go. You got to see it in action. So, guys, we got to see this in action. And as you can see on the video, this thing cuts really well. That steel was just over an 1/8 inch. So, it cut it like air. It's just a great machine. It's super compact. Again, we were only cutting on 30 amps. So you would have to go to 220 to get the full 50 amps out of this machine. But for what I'm doing in here, which is like fabrication and everything, the 30 amp is cutting everything that I needed to cut. I've actually cut 1/4 inch steel with this on 110. And I really didn't have to slow down that much on my passes. So our captain has done a really good job with this machine. It puts out a lot of power for what it's worth. For what you're paying for it, it puts out a lot more power than what that equals out to be. The only thing I've added to this machine is this leader hose. Reason being, I don't like to plug this into the regulator back here. The regulator does come with the machine. I just don't like that. I don't like the wear and tear on my regulator. So I just put a leader hose on it, and I plug my air into that. I got this at Harbor Freight. I think it was about $6. And then, of course, a fitting. And I just set it down here when I'm not using it. Don't forget to hook the air up or you will melt tips. This machine here, had I known about Art Captain before I bought this machine, I wouldn't have bought this machine. Not that it's a bad machine, but the Art Captain M205 MP machine it just has a lot more features, a lot more adjustments. It's even got a weld cleaner in it, which I've never used one of those, and I'm dying to really use one of those machines. But I just bought this machine, so it is what it is. I'm using what I got right now. But, you know, Art Captain, if you're listening to this video, you definitely got a customer here. Because of this machine, I will be looking at your products now from now on. But overall, great machine, absolutely great for the money. Pretty much any shop can afford this machine, and with it doing a half-inch steel at 220, unless you're building tanks, I really don't see why you would need any more than what the Cut-50 would offer. I certainly do not. So, great machine. Highly recommend this. Thank you.